Major DBZ events from Gohan's perspective, illustrated by me, myself, and I. I love how your Nappa looks like a circus strongman from the 1920s. Beautiful Toriyama tribute found in Imperatriz, Brazil. Is Goku a naturally gifted fighter or a hard worker? Both. He's worked hard training his body, but he also has incredible combat intelligence. To put it simply, he's a genius fighter who needs to work hard to improve his body. I would argue the most gifted in his universe might be Frieza. Guy didn't start training for reals until his second reincarnation, and now he's potentially the strongest in his universe for now. Yeah, it's either Frieza or Gohan. Gohan went from getting blitzed by base form Frieza to Master Ultra Instinct Goku level in the course of a single movie. Just wait until Whis pulls a ritual out of his behind to unlock Gohan's hidden power. After which, Gohan would stop training, getting weaker, and needing Zeno-sama to pull another ritual to face the baddie of the arc. And then they seemingly kill Piccolo again, so Gohan goes Beast God Blue Gohan to beat Maxi ++ Cell, except this cell is protected against Special Beam Cannon, so Beast God Blue Gohan has to use a superpowered Masenko.
What?
Dragon Ball Super manga writers. Write this down! Amazing artwork by Sang Soo Jeong. I'd love to see a live-action Korin kicking the flap out of a child. Goku against all odds. First, Goku hasn't been training much. He's got a belly. Am I crazy to think that the baby arc in Dragon Ball GT wasn't bad? It's easily the best arc of the show. I don't like it, really, but it's the only part of the series that made me think, alrighty then, more of this, because I like Dragon Ball, no problem. Instead of, more of this. Well, I like Dragon Ball, so I guess I better keep going. My wife made me this. Now tell me your wish. Bulma's bank account. Missed the OG Dragon Ball crew before humans became useless and it became all about training and getting stronger. Obviously, Dragon Ball Z is a masterpiece, but in the first one, you didn't have the feeling that training and changing hair color would be enough to defeat the enemy, but they had to come out with unpredictable and not obvious techniques, such as the Mafuba, the Taioken, or the Magic Stick. The fans don't like the original because there are no infinite power-ups or enemies with 3,000 transformations, but on the other hand, it's better this way. They're like those things that need to be preserved before the TikTokers arrive and ruin them. Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks by me. I wish Dragon Ball Super Trunks was this cool again. Super Trunks was never cool. Excuse me? Any version of Trunks is the coolest Trunks. Nah, his design is worse in every way. He lost all his coolness and mystique, and he keeps spouting these bum motivational quotes. Oh, the future burns blue! He ain't the drink he used to be. Not exactly that good. Hope some people like it. Did you draw that on a page of Harry Potter? You're a wizard, Bardock! Why isn't Goku at least half as famous as Hercule? The king has announced that in honor of this boy's courageous deed, he will be awarded the Blue Star Medal. The Blue Star Medal? Awesome, that's the highest honor in the whole world. That scene was anime filler, and in the manga, Goku's involvement specifically was kept hidden, really. Yeah, just looked it up. Chapter 161. Bulma is the one who calls the TV station to let them know to put out that King Piccolo was defeated, and when asked by who, she simply says, "The forces of good, of course." The next page shows the TV broadcast from a giant TV over the city square with the narrator text that says, "Unbeknownst to all, the world was saved from the hands of evil thanks to a single young man." Goku's involvement was only known by a select few, mostly his friends. Some jackets I've made recently, inspired by my favorite looks in Dragon Ball Z. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing for the rest of my life. Cooler's Revenge Super Saiyan Goku by me. Android 16 no longer wants to kill Goku once seeing this scene. Shintani Kid Goku is the cutest thing ever. Bro's a cutie patootie. This is Shigeru Ishiba. On the 1st of October, he will become the new Prime Minister of Japan. He ran on the extremely popular I Make You Chocolate platform. What about his policies on human extinction event? Negotiable if you give him a puppy. Piccolo and Janet by Idol Mantises on Twitter. Unfortunately, Piccolo doesn't have a you know what I mean. No! Gather the Dragon Balls! My favorite part about this is I'm pretty sure Janet is a name the dub team came up with. One day, we're gonna find out Toriyama did come up with a name for her, and knowing him, it'll be like creme brulee or something. Goku body paint cosplay by me. While impressive, it's also horrifying. Imagine running into this Goku in a dark alley. Hey, it's me, Goku. Did anyone die after death in the entire series? Goku stated in the manga, but you're dead right now, and if you die again, you'll be gone, from this world and the afterlife. Pretty sure Toriyama just made this up on the spot so that there would be stakes to Vegeta fighting Kid Buu here. Toriyama making things up on the spot is how the whole series was done. What if Super Saiyan Bardock versus Frieza? Bardock dies and Frieza laughs that he killed the Super Saiyan. 500,000 versus 530,000. The look of Ultra Instinct. Fans. Wow, he's pulling out his signature glare. Toei reusing keyframes to save money. Yep, he sure is. 3D printed Majin Vegeta bust I made. Ah yes, 19 inches of Vegeta. 1:1 scale model. First look at Goku's new balloon for Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade 2024 in honor of the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball. The other parade floats look strong. Let's fight! Pushes Garfield float into a pine tree. Hated this moment in Superhero. Still, even if it does, there's always Dad and Vegeta. Like, Jesus Christ, both Goku and Vegeta were there and unable to stop Earth from being destroyed, along with your wife and newborn daughter. I really liked that moment of realization in Super, when it hit Gohan that the people he loved most were seemingly dead for good, while all he could do was stand there helplessly. It was the catalyst for him getting back to training, even before he was told about the Tournament of Power. I pray Beast Gohan is here to stay. I'm so sick of this rinse and repeat cycle of him not training, getting humiliated, watching people die around him, and getting stronger. As smart as he is, he should know better than to believe everything is safe and secure, especially in the form of relying on Goku and Vegeta. There were also 2 multiversal tournaments that decided the fate of his universe within an approximate 5-year time span, where Goku and Vegeta alone weren't enough to win. And he was directly involved in a battle that proved Goku and Vegeta weren't enough to battle Moro and his goons. There have also been 2 threats from deities, Beerus and then Zamasu, where their worlds could be destroyed in an instant. But Gohan wants to read about bugs. Mar del Plata, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Having the pole split Frieza was a nice touch. I drew Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Wow, what's this? Mega or Ultra? My Dragon Ball Z time is lang ago. I wish I can see it in Amazon or Netflix.
What?
Trying to read this almost gave me a seizure. Got Sonny Strait, Krillin's voice actor, to sign a poster, and he even gave me a little doodle. He also drew the poster. The funniest thing is when you think of the list of Dragon team members who can't beat Bardock in an arm wrestle. Chaozu. Nah, you think Chaozu has been eating McDonald's and watching Cocomelon while Tien Shinhan works like crazy? He's Final Form Frieza now, at least. Resurrection F Final Form Frieza. Also, the first sentence I wrote, like, forced the image into my head of one of those "my hands look like this, so hers can look like this" memes about Tien and Chiaotzu. I don't know, maybe he does sit on his cake. I don't know. 3D printed Goku Super Saiyan 3 statue I made. Don't post this on Reddit Tenkaichi, or they will have a fit over the thickness of his neck. It's been years and I'm still confused. Destruction! Be gone. Destruction. Lord Beerus' signature move, huh? I kinda messed up that time I tried copying it. It still has that much power, even though he tweaked it so that only Vegeta's armor was destroyed. It's not a power that's easily mastered. My mind's always on destruction and nothing else. That's why there's no limit to my power. After this explanation, there's no way Goku should have been able to pull this off. No training. And he wasn't even there when Beerus used on Zamasu. So the whole he learned it from seeing it thing is blown out of the water. So how? How is this possible? 1. Goku spends a lot of time with Beerus, almost certainly saw it. 2. Goku used the Kamehameha the first time just watching Roshi. When it comes to fighting, Goku is probably the fastest learner in the series outside of the people with copy abilities and Majin Buu. This is extremely consistent with Goku. Goku is literally a monkey. Monkey see, monkey do. Wait, what? Said Android 21 by Zukwang. What do you mean I'm not in Sparking Zero? Would. She's saying that because I'm Bible studying her toes. What's the point of the fingers in the fighting stance? It distracts your opponent. They're thinking, what is he doing with those fingers like that? Boom, Destructo Disc in the back. Question about the Majin Buu saga. I know the answer is most likely because Toriyama didn't think of Beerus or Whis yet, but how come Whis never woke Beerus to tell him that the Supreme Kai, someone whose life is directly tied to his, was going to Earth to deal with Majin Buu, who is a being that terrorized the Kais and the universe before being sealed? I mean, I get Beerus was sleeping, as I said earlier, but wouldn't that require his immediate attention? I wish this was explained somewhere. It probably is, but I just never really caught it. Even if we say that it probably didn't acquire their attention early on, Majin Buu eventually became Kid Buu, which is stated to be the Buu that Supreme Kai remembers. So, wouldn't that definitely warrant a look into from Whis? And how come the Supreme Kai didn't just teleport to Beerus to begin with? Can he even do that? I know he can go to Grand Zeno's palace, but would he be able to go to Beerus' planet? Just a small nitpick I'm sure you guys could ease me out on. It's not Whis' job to protect Beerus. He's there to train and supervise. But if Beerus makes a mess of things, that's on him. He might have mentioned it if Beerus woke up, but he's under no obligation to do so. Moreover, the Oracle Fish's prophecy suggests that Buu would be defeated and that Beerus would survive. Beerus cannot have an arch rival if he's dead or if the universe has been destroyed. We sang, "Oh, by the way, Lord Beerus, your lifeline is fighting for his life right now. Just thought you should know." Like a roommate reminding you to check the oven you left on. Seems really on character for Whis. Hi everyone, I'm excited to share my latest project with you, Frieza Skull. Check it out. Holy flap, that is epic. Vegeta needs that on his mantle. Wish we could have seen more of Demon Land. I wonder how many Dragon Ball fans even know who this character is. I'd say not many, because she would be Rule 34 to HFIL and back otherwise. Super Saiyan Gohan. To me, this will always be Gohan's best gi. It's something completely his own, not just his father's or Piccolo's clothes. I always see this as a nod to Chi-Chi's dress that she wears during the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai. It doesn't feel like it belongs to only Gohan. We are beating Broly with this one. It's almost comical how much they hyped up the Supreme Kai back in the day, only for him to end up being practically worthless. They really had you think that he would be a total boss. Always bothered me how terribly he was written. I'm actually glad that Super linked him with Beerus. It gives him a lot more importance now at least. Wow, this guy made Piccolo forfeit a friendly tournament match. He must be... Oh, he's complaining an awful lot. Oh, he's very surprised at the Saiyan's strength and the guys he's afraid of are kind of punks. Okay, Buu just blasted him away. Well, that was interesting. I actually like the Supreme guy, but it's interesting how he went from super serious to kind of a joke character. Z Broly and Kale by Blue Demon 4. Wood. Kale's kinda cute too, I guess. If that was Kale's actual outfit, my whole opinion of her would drastically change for the better. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly fan art by me. This is boss, man. Even if I was Goku at his peak power, Z Broly has to be the last villain I'd want to fight. Yeah, I'd be stronger, but he's so volatile like Kid Buu, he might just blow up the planet before you could put him down. And if you took long enough, he might even catch up to you in power. The upvotes on this are growing. They're overflowing. Added another capsule to the collection. Had to get my boy's namesake on my arm. In 2018, I rescued a cat from the dumpster outside my college apartment. I named him Grandpa Gohan because right before I walked outside and found him, I was rewatching Dragon Ball. 6 years later, he's 12 and still going strong. But I knew I had to get something done to honor him because he's my best friend. The attached photo of him is from the day I found him. Family and friends call him GG. Super Saiyan 3 Goku by Matari. Battle of Gods poster drawn by me. It looks like the guys are pushing Goku in front of Beerus like some sort of sacrifice. Whis over there mewing. Not going to lie, I first thought Beerus, Whis, and Vegeta were sitting around a campfire. This was obviously not conducive to saving the world. Please explain why y'all are not mad at Krillin for this. Vegeta gets more blame because at this point, he still could have easily won the fight and crushing the remote wouldn't have mattered. The remote was a backup in case no one could beat Cell to prevent him from getting another form. And Vegeta also could have done that by just killing him. That's just my opinion though. Let's face it, he was thinking with his little Krillin. Goku also let a genocidal space tyrant who tried to kill everyone he loved escape so he could fight him again later. They all have their moments. Which one? Solar Flare! Okay, he's blinded. I wonder if... Destructo Disc! Huh, neat. Why don't I do that for every bad guy in the entire universe? At this point, Chi-Chi gotta throw hands with Bulma. I hate to be the one to break it to you, Bulma, but my Goku has never lost a fight. Oh, is that why he wears that halo? Chi-Chi is Goku's #1 glazer. Yamcha enjoying the beef. Yamcha's just like... Revive us, you spoonbaits! That'd be funny. They get revived, they act all high and mighty, only to find out their grandsons casually achieved Super Saiyan when they were 7. Dragon Ball, but Goku is a bit different. Vegeta honestly would, bro. Gotta keep that Saiyan bloodline going. This goes hard. Love the drawing. I do think it's wild though how many people love Oob when he legit has less screen time than the Octopus Frieza Force minion who works the life support tanks. Of all the stupid, asinine, shark jumping BS, they'd somehow find a way to make a keychain beat Goku. Base Kaba, you're our only hope. So glad I grew up with this, not this. It's a bargain sale on Super Saiyans. The Goku and Friends show? The Goku show featuring Vegeta. Ready to punch some loser. Watching this episode as a kid was something else. Even as an adult, it's something else. Goku vs Super 17 is not Goku's finest moment, not gonna lie. Goku figures out Super 17 is absorbing all his ki blasts, fires a ×10 Kamehameha, is surprised when Super 17 absorbs that and it does no damage. So I have thought about this likely too much. I think that he thought it was a Yakon situation, that he could just overload Super 17. He was very wrong. The dumbest part is he was much stronger and could have won the fight straight up without ki loss. Oh nah, Super 17 is about to catch the most primal Saiyan backshots. Poor Vegeta. Imagine a new Tournament of Power, and this is Universe 17. Other universes won't have a chance. I doubt Jiren has just been sitting around taking selfies since the Tournament of Power, but at the same time, I don't see him beating all of them by himself. Maybe 2 or 3 of them. They'd have to introduce another OP villain, or make them fight the gods. A misunderstanding by Chuki on Tumblr. The Maganko Sappo is such a cool technique. If Papa learned it, I want to learn it too. How'd you come up with it, Piccolo? Let's just say the strong feelings I had towards Goku at the time inspired me to invent the technique to take him out. Oh right, you and Dad were like that back then. You and Grandpa used to date? Well, I guess Piccolo did penetrate both Goku and his brother. At the same time, even. Namekians are built different. Man, I wish I had that guy's fit. But he probably wishes he had someone else's fit. Damn, I got this thing on, for real. That mofo do not have that thing on. Gohan's birthday is coming up soon. I want to surprise him with a gift. Can you make me a costume like his, but make it extra special? Extra special. Gotcha. Get ready for your present. Why didn't you try it on before the party? Goten's face. That's the moment when Goten realized that Gohan was right and there's more to life than just training. And that's how we got GT Goten. Intercepting them is beyond my limit. Okay, sure.
What?
You thought only the Z Fighters were training? Wholesome interaction between Goku and future Gohan. Gohan, this version of you I never got to see grow up. I just feel awful for what you went through. You always did everything you could to protect this world, Dad. I'll keep carrying on your legacy. What is it, Gohan? You look sad. What's wrong? As said by Goku mid in the Tenkaichi 3 game. Wow! Take care of your mother for me, Gohan. Random Dragon Ball pics I found courtesy of Pinterest. He hate everything but his shoddy. Go flap yourself. Flap me yourself, you coward. I'm going to destroy this planet. Goku in black shirt just hits different. Modern or classic? Classic. It really gives that Saiyan warrior type look. I think modern Bardock looks too friendly, especially for what the Saiyan race was at the time. Although, not gonna lie, this looks pretty clean. Alright, let's see those wallpapers. Don't be shy now. It's honestly impressive how flapping bad everyone handled Cell. The very first fight, Cell was weaker than Piccolo. Then, he got back from Trunks and Krillin, they literally had him, he got away. Cell goes on a people binge, even then, Android 16 was stronger than him, and he was dead if all 3 androids jumped him, they still fumble. Then, Vegeta and Trunks get out of the chamber, both of them are violently stronger than Semi-Perfect Cell, he's still flapping comes out on top. Perfect Cell has literally no answer to Goku and Gohan teaming up on him, even if Gohan didn't unlock Super Saiyan 2. Goku not only flaps it up, but then Gohan flaps it up, then Vegeta flaps it up. There were honestly so many points where the Z Fighters and company could have outright killed Cell, but it's impressive the conga line of flap-ups they allowed to happen. The thing with Cell is he was the first villain in Z who showed up and knew he was weak, but he was smart and crafty. That's how he got away from Piccolo. Same with his semi-perfect form. He knew after a while he couldn't beat Vegeta. So what did he do? He was smart and beat him mentally, by convincing him to get perfect so he can have a proper fight, which is the most Vegeta thing that Vegeta ever Vegeta'd. And when he does become perfect, he knows he is the strongest. He knows no one can beat him, so might as well hold a tournament to see who can. Dragon Ball villains will get hit with the biggest ki blast you've ever seen and stare at you like this after the smoke clears. Hi, I'm Trunks. Trunks? My son is called Trunks. Father, I have something to tell you. Father? My son calls me father. I'm your son. Son? That's what I call my son. Chi-Chi pushed Gohan into being a scholar. No, she didn't. Hi, I'm Son Gohan. I'm 4 years old. When I grow up, I want to be a great scholar. But I don't want to be a fighter. I want to be a great scholar. Do it, Gohan. Bring peace back to the world. You want to grow up and be a scientist, don't you? Johnny Kim is a Navy SEAL, astronaut, and doctor. Gohan could have figured it out. Same as Johnny Sins. That BoJack Unbound film was really a love letter to Cell Saga fans. Bro, the swag on Trunks in that movie. I got that thing on me, for real. Classic or super? Biznatch, I'm adorable. Gogeta being the fan favorite for years? Gogeta after Ningen. Gogeta this, Gogeta that. How about you go get a flapping girlfriend? That boy Kaba can go Super Saiyan 2 now, huh? I better keep my cake in GT, or I'm finished. Kaba, it was all a dream. GT is not canon, and nobody likes you. Accidents and Memories by Sourdough777. You're not going to get any rest if you keep getting up. What's wrong? Nothing. You're a bad liar. Well, I've been thinking about Grandpa lately. Is this about what happened at the fight? When you found out you... Yeah... It wasn't your fault. I know, it's not that. Not really. I've had a lot of time to think, being stuck here and all. I wonder what it would have been like if I hadn't messed up that night. It's not good to dwell on the past like that. It'll only make you sad. You used to hold me like this. My memories from back then are kinda hazy now, but this one's pretty clear.
Emotional damage!
The Goten problem. Okay, so I was watching a video on YouTube about the issue with Goten and Trunks, and it got me thinking. I think the biggest issue is Goten. He just doesn't seem like a necessary character to me. Trunks was necessary because Vegeta needed a son, and we had already known about future Trunks. Hell, I'd even go on to say that Kid Trunks could have been even more interesting if Goten wasn't around. I will admit, I'm not a fan of Gotenks anyway, so the fusion thing doesn't matter to me much. In replacement of Goten, I believe they could have brought in Oob as Trunks' sparring mate if he really needed one. But also, it would have given space for Trunks to become his own character. You have to remember, Toriyama's original version of the Buu Saga and beyond was for Goku to stay dead and Gohan to take over as main character. He created Goten to have a Goku-esque stand-in to ease the transition. He then went back on this decision because he felt the fans weren't taking to Gohan as main character, and he wasn't confident in his writing of the character, deciding instead to bring Goku back, thus making Goten irrelevant. Then the club opens at 9, but you have to fight Goku at 10. Rose a coughing baby. Credits to Unkoshin on DeviantArt. Let's see if you survive this one, Base Kaba. Ultra Big Bang Kamehameha times 100! Kaba, after Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, uses Big Bang Kamehameha. When boys became men. A play on Goku's name, replacing the Ku character meaning sky with Ten meaning heaven. The characters in Goku's name can be read as Understanding the Sky, so Goten's name is read as Understanding the Heavens. The point being that Goten's name is on a bigger scale than Goku's. Rice. This is easily the most unique way to reveal a villain. It's honestly the next panel that sells it. Goku is in shock. Vegeta is like, "What's wrong?" Goku doesn't answer, so Vegeta is like, "Let me try," and Goku freaks out and stops him. Goku never freaks out like that. Not to mention, Goku hearing the screams of people is flapping dark. Actually, Chi-Chi's father is a king. That makes Chi-Chi a princess. That means Goku is a prince. Thoughts/opinions on Chi-Chi. I honestly think she's funny. Sue me. She's part of the reason why the Goku-centric slice-of-life episodes are so good. She's able to challenge Goku in ways no one else can, and that makes for some great situational comedy. She's the most selfless character in the show. She's never wanted anything but her family. She's also often right. She gets hated because she's the one given the thankless job of trying to keep the cool heroes from using their cool hero powers to do cool hero things everyone likes. It's not fair. Bottom left pick does stuff to me. The Next Adventure by DBS Kakeru 1. I have to say, this looks amazing. Trunks with the sword and Goten with the power pole leading Pan into an adventure seems like the perfect side story. Never forget when Frieza survived a bloodlusted Broly for over 2 hours. What we get, what we want. Piccolo and his 3 personalities, art by Babil11. Super Saiyan 4 Goku unleashing all his energy to self-deletion nuke Super 17. Super Saiyan Blue Goku playing baseball. RIP to those who didn't make the cut. Still like the roster though. But hey, at least we got Frieza Soldier. Things that Dragon Ball fans will never agree on. Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball GT. Gogeta or Vegito. Broly or Jiren. Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan 4. Why is Kaioshin so much weaker than Beerus? They're supposed to be linked as the 2 deities of the universe, so why aren't they equal in terms of power? You'd think they are like 2 faces of the same coin, no? I mean, he was basically an intern when all the other Supreme Kai died, and hasn't had anyone teaching him anything for like millions of years. Also, they are linked by jobs, not by like essence. As people, they aren't opposites. Also, they are physically not too far apart, at least in horsey races. These mofos know everything. See you in early access. That we will, friends. If you had to choose, would you rather have the Dragon Ball Super anime be the main continuity, or the Dragon Ball Super manga? Why not bits of both? Cause the anime did the Tournament of Power better than the manga, and the manga did the Black Arc better than the anime. A fan art for you. Rakai. Fanon-Kaba can defeat Cell, Majin Buu, and the GT-verse at the same time, Super Saiyan God level. Kanon-Kaba needed to go Super Saiyan 2 to be a giant rolling ball. Half of Universe 7's team is stronger than him, not even the top 3 of his team. Caulifla Super Saiyan 2, artwork by Salva Makoto. Mami. 2040p, 1080p. This Daima frame is so clean. All we needed to do was tone down the baby oil, and Super would look this great in every frame. For real, they had the P. Diddy supply when animating Super. Why Vegeta looks so proud when Gohan defeated Universe 3's strongest warrior? Vegeta has legit always respected Gohan since they first met. I think seeing a 5-year-old stepping up to Nappa made him go, "Yup, that's a real Saiyan." Ah! I guess Tornado is stronger than Yamcha. For someone who probably trained most of his life, you would think he would know the basics of training, like increase your effort gradually. Yamcha went from 1 times Earth's gravity up to 10 gravity after he got KIA, and that was the challenge on King Kai's planet, same as Goku. But then Goku gradually trains up to 100G on his way to Namek, that is 10 times more than King Kai's planet. But here, we have Yamcha that goes directly up to 300G, that is 30 times more than what you are comfortable with, the 10G. Like, you can't expect yourself to just absolutely destroy the machines in your first day at the gym. He did that though. But that's not far from his character. He always bites off more than he can chew. Some say it's courage, others say recklessness. Because he was jealous of Vegeta. To be fair, he did quite good for a human. He did not instantly die. That is flapping insane for a human. He is virtually invincible to everything except the big bads of Dragon Ball. He is the real threat. What the heck is this? I thought I was more than enough to defeat you, Goku Super. Oh, my little base Kaba, that's the secret. I'm not Goku Super. I am Goku Mid. A classic Dragon Ball Z moment that still brings a smile to our faces today. If you remembered this episode, you were a true Dragon Ball Z fan. What is the most disrespectful moment in Dragon Ball? Somewhere in the Dragon Ball multiverse. Vegeta kinda looks like a weird Tien, but Nappa actually looks pretty good, to be honest. Here, I fixed it. Majub is tired of the bad scalers making Kaba look strong, so he took this matter into his own hands. They said he can defeat Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, so I wanted to try his power. I guess I was wrong. Well, anyways, Goku, let's train. At least they respect each other. Hey, Goat Gita, congrats on getting into Sparking Zero. Thanks. You too, Goat Gito.
What?
They don't, actually. Pretty much every piece of game dialogue is these two insulting each other and saying I'm better than you in some way. It's time to hate on Kaba. Bro looks like the kid who eats crayons in the class. Hairstyle is a straight ripoff. Is this your mean face? Yamcha's toes have more muscle than your entire arm. Bro is 19 and still shorter than Vegeta. Easy to intimidate by girls and follows them around like a flapping simp. Why is he sitting like a tsundere? He looks like this, when he should look like this. Baby almost became a Super Saiyan God. Why is Broly's power so different? It's impressive that an inexperienced Broly with just simple Super Saiyan 1 can match a fusion of two Saiyans who were trained by an angel. He's like Frieza. His base is so stupidly high that any kind of transformation on top makes him ridiculous. Just imagine if this Broly ran into Frieza in the Namek Saga arc. Bro would have PTSD greater than what Goku gave him. I think Frieza would be fine because corpses generally don't get PTSD. The perfect trash can. Do y'all remember when Krillin blew a hole through Vegeta? Krillin finally got what he wanted to do during the Saiyans fight on Earth. He put a hole straight through Vegeta, and that flapping rocks. He kinda did more damage to Vegeta than everyone on Earth did during the Saiyan Saga. I know Vegeta wanted the Zenkai, but Krillin technically did more damage than anyone else ever has to Vegeta. Krillin underrated, even though the dub was given to him. I need you to follow me closely on this one. Almost kill me. And there will be no repercussions for this? I will not punch you. Oddly specific. Gogeta when Kaba goes Super Saiyan. Every Dragon Ball fan when other anime fans ask what they are waiting for and to try a new show instead of waiting. Between Beast and Ultra Ego, which form do you think is better written? Beast is not even written, it just became a thing. I've been saying that Beast should have been explained as an unintended side effect from old Kai's magic from back when he unleashed Gohan's potential. The purple and white color scheme even matches with the Kai's. Plus, I also think it makes a nice spread of how everyone got stronger. Ultra Instinct equals Angels, Ultra Ego equals God of Destruction, Orange Piccolo equals Dragon Balls, and Beast equals the Kai's. The manga explanation is literally just Beerus asking what the flap is this ugly form, and Whis answering, I don't know. If you fuse with Goku, what's your fusion name? Looking at my username, it would be Son Goku. Thanks to this comparison, we can see how the formula of theory does not always work for Gohan. Gohan has varied levels of his rage boost. In the Raditz saga, he loses his mind completely because Goku is being tortured and it's a hopeless case. On Namek, he gets mad, but doesn't completely lose it. Versus Cell, he lets himself loose to a degree. In the Buu saga, he doesn't rage out at all. Versus Moro, it was like on Namek, and versus Cell Max, it was like Raditz and Cell. Personally, the way I read it is that he basically has complete faith in Goku at this point, so if Goku is there, it doesn't feel helpless. In Superhero, Goku is gone, his family is in danger, and he thinks Piccolo has died. How Frieza treats his men in the anime? How Frieza treats his men in the manga. Me in 1999 searching for Super Saiyan 5 Goku on Google. And then there was this Super Saiyan Infinity Wylan. My dad showed me this pic when I was like 7 or 8 and told me it was Super Saiyan 3 Raditz. What a classic. How people think they look like using the Japanese names for Dragon Ball characters. Even Cabba's voice actor knows that base Cabba versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta meme. Seriously considering getting a print made of base Cabba fighting Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. These memes have me rolling. Maintaining the agenda is our top priority. Stylistically, which of the two instant Kamehamehas do you think is better? Cell and Moro have the same surprise Pikachu face. Cell and Moro have the same face. This is how Vegito should have looked in the Goku Black arc. I remember everyone was happy and speculating what the new Vegito outfit was going to be. Come to find out, they went the lazy way like most things Super does, it's disappointing. Like the ending of this arc. Fight to the death. Hand/combat only, no techniques or transformations. Who wins? Team A, Goku and Gohan. Team B, Krillin and Piccolo. Team C, Tien and Yamcha. Or Team D, Trunks and Vegeta. Easy. Team C, because they will die fast and reach the goal. This commenter has obviously paid good attention to the question. Surprised I haven't seen this discussed. What diff was the Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta versus Legendary Super Saiyan Broly fight? Mexican mom beating her son with the chocolate diff. I always wondered why Dragon Ball isn't pointed in the Big Three. I thought people didn't like Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball isn't pointed as the Big Three until I found this. The Big Three was a term used to describe the three most popular running series during their golden age in Jump: One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. Often referred to as the father of the Big Three, Dragon Ball, created by Akira Toriyama, paved the way for these series by popularizing the shonen battle genre and setting many of the tropes and conventions that these series would later follow. Yeah, Dragon Ball is way older and directly inspired and influenced the Big Three shows and most anime. Dragon Ball is the Kakashi to One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. What really happens? Whoa, Universe 6 Saiyans are so light, and this doesn't diminish your strength? Incredible! Yeah, but I wish I had a tail like you. This form looks fire, sir. Why is this mofo in every game? They call me 001. 0 forms, 0 relevance, 1 actual appearance. It's because... You've just woken up as Vegeta. What's the first thing you're doing? Putting a dent in Bulma. Strip down in front of a mirror and turn Super Saiyan.
What?
Finally, we can know if the curtains match the drapes. Why didn't they animate these two panels? No, I managed to defeat Deborah and Babidi. I was able to prevent Majin Buu from awakening. Huh? For real? Though I wouldn't have been able to do that without help from the Lord of Lords. As expected of my son.
What?
Trunks does something amazing. Vegeta. Jesus Christ, I'm great! If Broly's second coming had arrived later and faced against Ultimate Gohan instead, any thoughts? Ultimate Gohan would slap the flap out of Broly, except 2 things. 1. This is Broly. Regardless of the version, Broly's power can fluctuate from being moderately strong to bat flap insane within a few minutes. 2. Gohan has this really stupid habit of, not taking out the enemy as soon as possible. Every time he has gotten exceedingly more powerful than whoever he's currently fighting, he suddenly gets cocky, i.e. Super Buu. It was so bad, even Piccolo addressed this to him in Super. I cannot believe he was about to do this flapping again in Superhero. Why doesn't Piccolo create a kid? Having a child as a single parent in this economy? The Better Ginyu Force, art by Salva Makoto. Flap them Super Saiyans. Me and the boys are joining the Frieza Force. Workout motivation be like, you think that's enough to defeat me? Do 2 more sets. Vegeta, do you think that's enough to finish me? 2 more strokes. This is why your parents change the subject when people ask about you. Was the Moro arc good or bad? In my opinion, it was fantastic. Best arc in the Super manga. Moro was a great villain. Vegeta has lots of character progression. Him on Yardrat was really cool. Goku training with Midas, and then, for me personally, the Moro vs Ultra Instinct Goku fight. Those panels were so tight, the creativity of Goku Ultra Instinct moves were super cool. Goku turning Master Ultra Instinct at will finally was also an epic moment with fantastic panels. I agree, except I wasn't a fan of it ending with key mechas. Also, I wish they kept Moro's goat design. Why is Super Saiyan 3 so avoided in the Tournament of Power? It's a huge drain of energy, so it makes sense to avoid it when possible in the Tournament of Power. It's a huge drain on the animator's energy as well. Saiyan Girls by Munich 14. Smash, next question. What Dragon Ball character is this? Gogeta. Why is this so accurate though? Where was Super 17? Where is he? The trailer's over. We've been calling him, but he's not picking up. Burger. Super 17 was getting his cake beat by the real GOAT, 17 Super. Fake, no one can beat 17 when he is Super. Wait, can Super 17 beat Super 17? Where are the other survived Saiyans? I might be missing something at some point, but there were some other Saiyans that survived, but never been mentioned about them after. Maybe it was said that something happened to them somewhere, but I don't know. Vegeta ate them after they died in battle. Do Dragon Ball fans refuse to read intentionally? It is said that Saiyans can gain control of godlike power without changing form. But if those godlike Saiyans change into Super Saiyans, then the power of a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is born. Because of this, new form Goku and Vegeta achieve the strength that goes beyond legend. I knew it. You're quite the experienced fighter, as expected of a Saiyan warrior. In your normal state, I would say you are about as strong as myself. You might even be stronger than me. It basically shows that Base Kaba is as strong as Base Vegeta in Dragon Ball Super, who has Super Saiyan God absorbed into his base form. Therefore, Kaba has the strength of a god and easily beats Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. How the Buu Saga shoulda went. Dad, get this mofo a senzu bean. Have you ever get your potential unlocked? Even the Dragon Ball haters are helping. Omni-Man winning the death battle? Everyone debunking the flap out of it. You wanna go upstairs? Sure. You have protection? Why? What's up there? What is up there, Chi-Chi? Goku was not heard from or seen for the next month. Why? What got him? Flap, yeah, I'm so strong. Goku at 44 years old. Naruto at 32 years old. Death battle making Omni-Man beat Bardock. Anyone who knows that Cell Games Yamcha, far weaker than any Super Saiyan, could beat Omni-Man into a pulp.
What?
Cell Games Yamcha could also beat the flap out of Bardock. Rare Yamcha W? I don't have a favorite child. I love them all the same. Drink is sad. Projecting my period cramps onto Vegeta. Imagine the Zenkai boost he'll get. I'm sorry, Base Kaba. I saw you beating the crap out of Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, and I thought you were stronger. The biggest plot twist in all of fiction. Hey you, get your cake over here. I pretended to be a good guy earlier, but I'm actually a very, very bad guy. Can't believe we actually got to see Kakarot take over Goku that time. Wow, how did you get like that? Every time I lose, I do one push-up. Jesus Christ. Why does Vegeta have malnourished noodle arms? Did he decide to follow Kaba? Guess Saiyan armor really was compensating. Gohan if Chi-Chi didn't push him to study all the time. Gohan if he read Berserk instead of a biology book or something. Bro, y'all got them thinking we actually flap with this twig. By popular demand. The objectively funniest outcome of all this would be the next Dragon Ball Super manga arc being a Universe 6 arc, because Shueisha and Toyotaro now think there's a huge groundswell of support for seeing Kaba again. Kaba Chad's doing what Tien Bros never could, and memeing their guy back into relevancy. The funniest thing about that is Dragon Ball fans actually want a Planet Salada arc, so even though they're totally wrong about what the fans like, we're still getting what we want. They used the wrong equation and got the right answer. Who would win? Z Super Vegito, completely bloodlusted and going all out? Base Universe 2 girl, I forgot her name. She isn't in her BBW form, so she loses. Okay guys, joke's over, pack it up. Is Kaba from Dragon Ball Super really stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Oh well, we had a good run. Back to Glazing Tien. What would Cell have actually done if he was ringed out? Fine, I won't destroy the Earth, but we're doing this again next year. What's the canonical reason for an anime about fighting not having blood, while a high school deer anime does? Jiren didn't get punched hard enough to cough out blood. Jiren's a tough mofo. Don't fall for his lies. Tien, a boss, muscular as HFIL, knows multiple techniques. Tom, lame, skinny, only knows Tri-Beam. Omni-Man immediately after killing Bardock. You killed my husband. Prepare to get no diff. Give me wanking death battle. This is base Giant I'm fighting. There's not a 0% chance she goes Super Saiyan. Wanna beat up the guy who killed our father due to flappy power scaling? Sounds cool. Mark, help me! If base Raditz Saga weighted Goku hits me once, I'm cooked! How it feels to think Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta beats base Kappa. 17 looks like he's having a great time. This is canon now. Sick of the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta slander. He slaughters base Kappa. Mofos will make this decision when they're 8 and die with it. Let's fight somewhere empty. Another great map that isn't in Sparking Zero. How did he have Goten after this? Ball's got a Zenkai boost. Oh, that's why Goten could go Super Saiyan. But what about Trunks, you may ask? Well, the answer is simple. Bulma's into CBT. Where's Omni-Man, William? Who is the weakest Dragon Ball Super character that can break the almighty Fire Hydrant? Jiro's door. Finally, a worthy opponent. Gohan if Chi-Chi didn't force him to study all the time. Why is he drinking water from a puddle? Is he stupid? Well, he didn't study, so... Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta fans complaining about how their favorite character has been power crept to irrelevancy by another show. Mercenary Tau fans. Super ruined power scaling. Coughing Bomb versus Hydrogen Baby. Little did he know. See you in Dragon Ball if it really comes out. Who would win? Fusion of a post-Z Goku who was able to train alongside Oob for 10 years. Fusion of a post-Z Vegeta who was also training periodically for 10 years. Look at him, he's so cool. Fusion of the show/manga's literal protagonist and his greatest rival. Fusion of two Saiyans who both individually achieved a transformation beyond Super Saiyan 3 and Golden Ozaru. Or, I literally can't think of a single fight he actually won, doesn't have God Ki like a majority of the fighters in Dragon Ball Super who are able to compete against fighters who do. It's almost like God Ki isn't a prerequisite to scale to the level of a Dragon Ball Super character, and we could easily assume Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could compete with a lot of them. Some flapping twig, zero muscle mass, no tail, couldn't become a Super Saiyan without Vegeta bullying him first. To be fair, Vegeta didn't turn Super Saiyan without being bullied by Vegeta either. Flap, you mean what if? What if Goku trained before Z?
What?
Goku, the new guardian of Zenosama, full movie, 2024. Why did he kill a guard? He objected to his rampant cheating. This is what Goku with wet hairs look like. The girl beside me saw him and said her ovaries began to hurt looking at him. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. He was the dad who stepped up. POV, you asked about filler on the main sub. There is no false Namek, there is no baseball, and there is no driving episode. I'm pretty sure everyone agrees that the driving episode is canon. Who the flap on the writing team was like, what if Broly and Goku were lesbians? Toriyama, I think. Toei's original idea was to create a female Broly just for the Tournament of Power, but Toriyama made the character of Caulifla to go alongside Kale. Big W since we got more girls to make R34 of.
What?
I don't care what time of day it is, go outside. Why wasn't Goku upset that he got healed mid-fight? Is he not a proud warrior? Chi-Chi doesn't forget that Kefla flirted with Goku once. Her power and speed are far greater than when she was 2 people. Don't fall for me. This saucy little delinquent is super tough, uses foul language, and beat up my poor Goku. What a hussy. Chi-Chi worrying about Goku's well-being adds an extra year to my lifespan. He's in base form! What the flap is happening? I make my master proud. Would Water Vegeta be able to beat Black Frieza? Water Vegeta is a form of Vegeta that he is able to take whenever he is in water. In this form, he turns bluer and his eyes go blank. He can move at high speeds through the water and breathe underwater. He only uses it once during his battle with Raccoon. His power level increases by 1.
What?
Was about to say no, but then I saw the power boost. Water Vegeta clears. The Bad Ending, art by Fenyo. What if Goku never stopped training?
What?
Breaking news, kids are glued to a violent Japanese cartoon show. Dragon Ball Z is bringing impalement, strangulation to the after-school crowd. As many a young child already knows, Dragon Ball Z, a violent animated series imported from Japan, is a huge cartoon hit. A sort of Pokemon meets Pulp Fiction. The show is much darker than the average kiddie cartoon. Every weekday afternoon on Time Warner Inc.'s Cartoon Network, characters age, die, and get vaporized, suffering far worse fates than Wile E. Coyote ever did. Gohan is not very far behind Vegeta when it comes to the Saiyan brain rot. So that's what it was all about. Well, you may have sucked up some speaking skills from Piccolo, but you're still not that smart. If you really wanted to be the strongest, you could have absorbed me. Kaba mains and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta mains, when they match up on Sparking Zero ranked, they have to win this for their agenda now. Maybe don't call your attack final if you're gonna miss. Every Dragon Ball fan when they start the story mode for Sparking Zero. Hugh Jackman as Vegeta actually looks good. I almost lost, but you can't beat me, Goku. Base Kaba and Sparking Zero be like. I thought don't mess with Dragon Ball fans, we don't watch the anime was a joke. Real question, why not Boo? He would have been so OP for the tournament. Extremely strong, has a healing factor. Bro would have went OD. Who's your favorite Dragon Ball character? Goku! Single mothers love dressing their kids like the men that left them. How twisted can a universe be to make the angel tweak out? Bro literally smiled when Universe 9 got erased. If base Kaba is so strong, why can nobody beat Super 17? You are not a real Dragon Ball fan if you don't remember this iconic fight. Who's winning this match? 200 Super Saiyan Gokus and 3 Chaozus versus 1 Super Saiyan God Goku and Yajirobe. Left easily wins. All the Super Saiyan Gokus can just create more Super Saiyan God Gokus due to the ritual. I am neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am Gogeta. Who the HFIL are you? Can you beat Kaba? No. Kaba is Kabaversal, and he neg-diffs my entire universe. Why didn't future Shin call Beerus? Is he stupid? It's not entirely Shin's fault. Beerus sleeps like a corpse. And after Shin died, Beerus became an actual corpse. Feeling bad for GT fans. I don't care if everyone says Kaba is stronger. I like Gogeta more, so he wins. Maintaining the Gogenda is the top priority. I don't know why someone would draw something like this, but I love it. This is the third time that Toei has been trying to tell us that Super Saiyan 4 equals blue. Stop the cope, embrace the truth. First example is the screenshot with Super Saiyan 4 Goku fighting on par with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Second example is in fighters with both Gogetas, Blue and Super Saiyan 4, being relative to each other with the beam struggle and shattering the dimension, which Sparking Zero also shows, indicating mutual god tier power. Third example is in Sparking Zero with DP. Before you complain about scaling and logic, need I remind you that both are always inconsistent and don't matter. If Toei likes the character enough, they buff them for a fight. Dragon Ball Super power creep is absurd. Just here to remember that this little spoonbait could solo everyone in Namek. They are plumbers! What the flap is happening? Let's go! Dragon Ball fans, when you say Super Saiyan 2 Kaba beats Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Dragon Ball fans, when you say Frieza Soldier number 10,562 solos OG Dragon Ball? It's easy to be loved when everyone forgets your sins. It's hard to be loved when people refuse to see anything but your faults. Maturity makes one to appreciate Yamcha more. These forms suck. They are just recolored Super Saiyan in base form. OMG, yes! These forms are so cool and should be canon! Save me, Tien Shinhan! Thanks, bro. You're welcome. Kaba fans when they are just joking about him beating Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Kaba fans when someone presents a valid argument in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's favor, they must glaze super power scaling like their life depends on it. You're finished, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. And you're next, Super Vegito. Is Broly Heroes stronger than Broly manga? Heroes Broly is so jacked up that they put him against two flapping Vegitos and he still beat them to a bloody paste. Okay, since we are talking about Kaba, can we talk about how big of a downgrade he received in the anime? Dragon Ball Super Broly if it was based. Save me, base Kaba! Thanks, bro. It's for the agenda. Oh? You're getting closer? I can't prove you're a fraud if I don't get closer. Canon? Fanon. She must die so Gohan can go Super Beast 2 Blanco Grillmaster Sun Hyper Transformation. Enough about Kaba and Gogeta. It's time for the true GOAT to show up. That warrior Pui Pui can move in 10 times gravity? I better keep my cake in my spaceship, or I'm finished. Babe, wake up. New agenda just dropped. Forget base Kaba. Base Whis solos GT. Forget GT. My guy solos AF. The duality of women. What amazing power. Look how scary he is. I hope Gohan doesn't try to copy this look. All of this debating and the power scaling, like, bro, just read the manga. Death battle if they weren't biased. What do you do in this situation? With this treasure I summon Base Kaba. And Base Kaba feels a rush of exhilaration. While, for the first time in 16 years, the king of Budokai, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, experiences the height of tension. The most glazed Dragon Ball character in history versus the most glazed Dragon Ball character of today. Found this on Facebook and it made me laugh. Even without the Infinity Stones, Thanos would be a larger threat to the DBZ verse compared to Black Frieza. I thought Doggy Style was kissing while eating spaghetti. You guys are gross. I meet a girl, we start talking, she realizes I'm the drink. She stays. This implies Trunks has multiple girls. Future Mai, present Mai, other future Mai. Technically, multiple girls. His plan is to collect all Mais in the time stream. That's why he became a time patroller. Everyone talks about the Dragon Ball Super Fire Hydrant, Dragon Ball Super Ice Wall, Dr. Giro's door, but no one talks about the almighty Ice Shard Videl threw at Broly. He had to let Gohan go to defend himself from it. How much does it scale? Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, exclusive moves, that makes sense. Son Gohan and Piccolo. Nappa's beam with differing names throughout different sources because it wasn't named in the show or the manga. It's funny when a move becomes that character's signature technique thanks to games. Meanwhile, in the show, it's just a larger than usual ki blast used in an unusual way. He's just a hedgehog! What the flap is happening? Chili dogs. Dragon Ball GT fans. Y'all arguing over Base Kaba versus Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, while I'm still over here trying to figure out how this happened. Who wins? Entire Dragon Ball cast, or Angry 4-year-old? Coughing Bomb versus Hydrogen Baby. Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. Yeah, what's Broly going to do against the Great Raditz? Chaditz is simply too strong. Is there a lore reason Krillin got significantly shorter? Necessary adaptation. He no longer needs to crouch to go down on 18. Ending the debate. We know Z Broly can easily destroy galaxies, and this version of Broly is inferior to movie Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Angel Moro with, plus all the energy he absorbed, can possibly destroy a single galaxy. Therefore, movie Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is relative or superior to current Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. Remember, these are separate continuities. GT Goku can use Dragon Fist, so it must be the same continuity as Z movies. This makes sense, considering Omega Shenron required a universe-level attack to be defeated, which base Goku could pull off. Therefore, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is infinitely above any Dragon Ball Super character. How would Super Saiyan 3 Nappa would look like? Why they make Kid Trunks speak like a Zoomer? No cap? Let's go! Trunks is an iPad baby. Do you think he plays as Goku in Fortnite when his dad isn't looking? Who would win? Base Caulifla, just a torso, blindfolded, earplug in both ears, binged more than 60 ounces of caffeine, just fought an angry Chi-Chi, has the heart virus, or Z Super Vegito full power? Candy Vegito may have a chance. Struggling Sparking Zero players? Everyone else saying Bardock should have won? Yes, you are all wrong. Visualizing in the mirror the man I want to become. Lore-accurate Dragon Ball Super Goku versus Dragon Ball Z Broly. He had to be holding back, right? I mean, all of those people were saying he could beat anyone with one hit, but I didn't even have to go Super Saiyan. Kaba and his favorite victims. Nah, I'd win. Vegito fans the past couple days. Wait till he has to fight Base Caulifla. Goku finally learning Son Gohan is a child might be the best character development arc in Dragon Ball history. How the flap Mr. Satan was able to shove Gohan here? Because he's Earth's strongest warrior. He was the one who beat Boo. Just wanted to say, I have a massive crush on you. Oh, who's the other guy? I added him for moral support. LMAO, are you serious? I'm here for you, man. Do your thing. Good morning to everyone except the person who did this. I am the strongest. No, I am the strongest. I can't believe I'm still alive at this point. Same. You want to go to Mick Satan's, son? I'll get you a kid's meal. Dad, I'm 25. So you don't want apple slices, nuggets, and a toy? That would be nice, actually. Hi, you're pretty strong. Would you like to fight sometime? No, you are a reckless, violent man, and I refuse to humor you and endanger others in the process. Saiyan pride be like, you, a proud Saiyan, turned his back on the enemy and ran away? This is what Champa saw from the sidelines while Kefla was getting defeated by Goku. Gohan ain't never beating the allegations. Most women cut their hair short as they get older because hair gets thinner and less full as they age. But 18 is supposedly ageless, so she does this because she wants to? Neat. Bardock has a special message for all R34 artists. Stop drawing my wife having Bible study with Kakarot, you sick flaps. Same energy. I'm flapping sick of you degenerate flapping gooners shipping me with caulifla. How about you smelly flaps ship me with my flapping wife? Huh? Ever thought of that? Novel flapping idea, right? Now go take a flapping shower. I'm going to stop time and pull down your pants. Ginyu forced. Bruh, someone gotta tell Goku and Vegeta to get DNA tests for their kids. My brother in Christ, how is Gohan able to go Super Saiyan if Yamcha is human? Two different vibes. This is where I found Gohan's body, little me. How a bummer. The drink and the juice box. Excuse me, he asked for the toy! Like father, like son. Thanks for fixing my mental health. I literally just let you Bible study my 4-star Dragon Balls. Are you the strongest, Gojo Satoru? He really didn't have to use blue against everyone. In Super, it is stated by Goku himself he wants to see how Krillin acts against a jarring power difference. Goku did use blue, but because he wanted to test Krillin, and he knew Krillin couldn't sense God Ki, so he could hold back without him knowing. That moment when Zeno realized that Goku was flapping stupid. Bald, manlet, poor, loser, still gets the 10 out of 10 Hot Giga Stacy. How the flap does this happen? He isn't a loser, that's the trick. 4chan users are forgetting the way people find love, being a genuine good person. My Ozaru drawing turned out nothing like I expected. Where did I go wrong? No, the L this man is using needs to be scientifically researched. How did he take so much? Alright, our wedding will be in 1200 years then, okay? In our glass tribe, marriage requires reaching a certain age. For me, it's another 1200 years. So please, wait for me until then, okay? See ya, darling. Technically, not an L. Yamcha gets to keep his body in the afterlife, right? See, that's what I'm thinking too. Yamcha is going to keep his body after he passes. We already saw it in the Buu Saga, and Yamcha is way more powerful now than he was back then. So, in the afterlife, Yamcha can maybe keep whoever becomes his wife in this world and get Vidro later as an extra wife. Yamcha just has a long-term plan set up. Where does one get a Frieza mannequin? He's not wrong. Mrs. 18? She's a baddie. I know a guy with a little cucumber that sounds like an owl. Who? Exactly. What if Kaba and Caulifla fell in love and were not betrayed and trapped in the time chamber and nothing bad happened? Hear me out, guys. Toriyama does not flap around with vehicles. Aliens broke young Gohan's neck on his 6th birthday in outer space, and y'all wonder why that man wanted to change his career and get out of the game. My window cracked, so I fixed it the only way I know how. What was Vegeta's craziest kill? The Ginyu Force? Android 19? Nappa? The Frieza Force. Still Nappa. He killed like the 3rd last Saiyan for the LOLs. Here's what I imagine Gohan's thought process was like in those seconds. This bogus Cell's scared out of his wits. Maybe I'll toy with him a bit. Gohan! Screw it, I'm not Vegeta. Frieza got his cake beat and came back looking for Goku with his dad. The biggest fraud in DBZ. Canonically surpassed by the young Vegeta despite having the power to destroy numerous planets. Screen time solely consists of him being scared of Frieza, Beerus, and Baby Broly. Pretty much completely overshadowed as a character by Bardock, who, while weaker, actually has massive balls of steel, never sees his wife, probably just created Vegeta by spooning into a jar, killed by Frieza in his base form, his master who sat on his throne and took his child, got his planet killed, according to Super, for a flapping pillow, exiled his own younger son Tarbell just for being weak. Somehow is still king of the Saiyans. Nothing is stronger than family. These people do know Goku is not immortal, right? What would actually happen to Goku if he was locked in the time chamber for 1,000 years? So, look though, bruh, I'ma need y'all to hear me out real quick. Aw man, we can't go in here, Vegeta. It says 18 plus, there's only 2 of us. You are so flapping stupid. Let's just invite more people. Do y'all think Vegeta had his V-card before he met Bulma, or was he clapping alien cake? Poor Piccolo. I can tell this artist draws H anime. Aw, thank you so much. Duh! Never accept kisses from thoughts. What the flap is wrong with you? I'm your mom. Which couple do you think has a better time during date nights? Use boiling water to eradicate weeds. The ladybug who is chilling on a leaf. Who's getting the best Bible study dome? Goku. Goku's Unspoken Riz by Goku Trash. Can't resist the, hey, it's me, Goku! If I was Vegito, I would have whipped it out so fast if I saw a few Zamasu like that. A Saiyan would rather die than run from an enemy. Which would Vegeta pick? Grow old and die with Bulma, or become God of Destruction and be immortal? Loopholes. Make Bulma immortal with the Dragon Balls, make Bulma have the same powers and immortality like Whis with the Super Dragon Balls, live with Bulma till she dies and then become the God of Destruction, but I guess screw the grandkids and their descendants. Keep picking the Bulma-see. There is a threat on Earth. Vegeta? Goku? Gohan? Unpopular opinion, but I wish Goku sounded like a hillbilly in an English dub. Comes back to this tweet after a shower. Kid Goku, but with the voice of Bobby Hill. Vidal's Multiple Men. The I know I'm old, but I can still flap you up if I wanted to anime stance. I don't know, man. Gohan was in the field. I don't blame him for wanting to retire early. What would their name be? Truhan. Gunks. Krillin, may I ask what you're planning to do with that android? He's gonna insert his flash drive in it and play some games. Dragon Ball may be a fictional series, but it has inspired many people around the world to work out and get in shape. Vegeta's neck had the most substantial character development in Dragon Ball. Waiter. Welcome back, sir. Goku. Thanks, I'm starving today. Chef in the back. The entirety of Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super summed up in one image. Whatever world-ending threat that has arrived, you're a colorful bunch. The Z-Fighters. We don't want to fight you. Goku and or Vegeta. Actually, I would very much like to fight them. Real character progression. Very eye-opening. So some DBZ spoonbait just said this pink kid could solo the entire Naruto-verse by himself. I haven't watched much DBZ, but it's silly to think this beast wouldn't get beat or outsmarted by all the ninjas. Sit down, DBZ spoonbaits.
What?
How do we tell him? Naruto? I sense good in you. Kid Buu? Throws a large ki blast. Naruto? Kurama! Kurama? The flap am I supposed to do? Catch it? What if Broly was American? What? Kakarot in America! The I could have been the coolest character in the anime, but the writer did me dirty squad. Do you think Yamcha cuts Gohan's hair, or does Gohan just base his hair on Yamcha? Now that I think about it, Yamcha is the only guy Gohan interacts with that actually needs haircuts. That moment you realize Goku only bites real threats. Slaps Bulma. That's my Bulma! Kills Chi-Chi and Goten. You're gonna pay for this! Beats up Videl. Now you answer to me! Hits Android 18. Run! Fellas, if your girl has long noodle arms, has prominent ears, and is a tsundere, then that's not your girl, that's Piccolo. Guys, this is how we get a black Super Saiyan. Which version of Vegeta do you prefer? I am a Saiyan who sees himself as a fully fledged Earthling. I overcame my obsession with surpassing Kakarot, and now I spend my time with my family and friends. Earth is my home planet, and I will always defend it no matter what. Kakarot, 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 Kakarot. Depends. It is true that GT is a more mature version of Vegeta, but it also comes with having a finished story arc. He is no longer part of the main story plot in GT, since he is too similar to Goku in GT to form an interesting duo, and no longer cares about surpassing Goku. He is just a super good friend of Goku, living his life after understanding what made Goku number one and better than him at the end of the Buu saga. Super Vegeta, not being a finished and matured character, allows the story to continue. Thing is, that the day Vegeta gets rid of his pride, Saiyan ego, and rivalry with Goku, he will be sent to the sideline like Piccolo or Krillin. When you tell your dad someone's bullying you, so he pulls up to the school, but gets his cake beat too. You couldn't stop me before. Goku with epic music and a new hair color. I was alone before. When you finally run into the lesbian who's been leaving kissy emojis under your wife's pictures. Goku's important message. Stop drawing me with Caulifla, Kefla, and Vados. I am married with 2 sons and I love my wife. Dragon Ball Logic number 352. Thank you for always coming over to play with my son. No problem. Beast Gohan's hair is so big that it broke the manga panel. Do you have magic hair? Magic hands? Do animals talk to you? Cursed? Kidnapped or enslaved? Do people assume all your problems got solved because a big strong man showed up? You say Goku solos because of in-depth power scaling. I say Goku solos because I like him more than his opponent. We are not the same. Dragon Ball fans will see this and call it drip. Barber, what you want? Gohan? Well, I really like my wife's old haircut. Barber, I got you, fam. The goose has collected all the Dragon Balls. The dragon is summoned and asks, "What is your desire?" The goose honks. The dragon says, "As you wish," and then the dragon disappears. Nothing noticeable has changed, and that makes you nervous. Dr. Gero, I watched your fights with a tiny spy robot, including your fight with Vegeta. Goku, did you see my fights on Namek? Dr. Gero, no, there was enough data to determine how strong you could get. Goku, okay, get in. 12-year-old me after falling off the roof of my house. 29-year-old me after sleeping on one side for too long. Dragon Ball Z AI movie cast. Jackie Chan as Goku, Jet Li as Vegeta, Scarlett Johansson as Android 18, Samuel L. Jackson as Piccolo, The Mummy as Tien, Johnny Depp as Android 17, Hulk Hogan as Mr. Satan, The Rock as Nappa, Kim Jong-un as Android 19, Squid Game boss as Master Roshi, Titanic Boy as Future Trunks, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Android 16, John Cena as Raccoon, Kevin Hart as Krillin, Chris Rock as Frieza, and Snoop Dogg as Beerus. Sup, babe? I'm the man who killed thousands of people, your friends, and your boyfriend. Wanna hang out? Okay, sure. Hey, babe. I know I said that I didn't give a flap about you and our son and abused my future son, but wanna get married? Okay, sure. Hey, babe. I know I neglected my son, killed tons of people again, and almost killed you for my own selfish desire. But are you willing to forgive me? Okay, sure. Then something just snapped, something inside of me. Then, now. Screw the who would win in a fight debates. Who would be the better worker? Both of them getting fired day one. Vegeta for getting angry at something, and Goku for not knowing what a phone is. So it's a matter of who gets fired first that day. My guess is Vegeta. Trying to educate these people is like trying to reason with a brick wall. Buuhan is much stronger than Kid Buu. Kid Buu is just more erratic and dangerous. Lies! Lies! What did Apul mean by this? Sometimes I fantasize about Ginyu coming home drunk and beating me until I feel numb. Dragon Ball Z is basically, you can beat my cake, but wait until that dude Goku get here. And Naruto is basically, you can whoop my cake, but wait till that dude Naruto has a talk with you. From all Naruto fans, flap you. That one friend that's valid to pull up to the barbecue. There's a person here dressed as Z Broly. People are paying her to step on them. I'm not joking. Reason number 9001 that Dragon Ball Z fans are the superior fanbase. Simba, do you see those two beams of light over there? Yeah? If the purple one touches the ground, we're all flapped. Dad, are you doing taxes? Yeah, don't tell your mother I know how to do this. Goku may be able to rival other gods, but the IRS is too powerful. Androids have unlimited stamina. Androids have unlimited stamina. This is the reason she picked him. His unmatched mastery of his Destructo D. Random strong protagonists exist? Goku fans? When someone asks why Dragon Ball GT isn't canon. When the homie loses focus during the group Bible study session. Gohan, you've gotten soft. Promise you won't cry. I promise. Other fandoms? A really unpopular retcon just happened. Added to the wiki. Dragon Ball? Toriyama said that achieving Super Saiyan is all about how many S cells you have. That's flapping stupid. We're ignoring it. Dom, stop! You can't win without Super Saiyan. You don't need Super Saiyan. When you have family. You thought an M tattoo will give you an easy win? Think, Vegeta, think. Toriyama is always the blueprint. We live in a society where men love this guy more than their own girlfriends. I don't know a single girl who would fistfight a god of destruction for the sake of my protection. What kind of transformation girlfriend has? He is my neighbor, Vegeta. He is a pain in my behind. I get a Super Saiyan, he must get a Super Saiyan. I get a Super Saiyan 2, he must get a Super Saiyan 2. I get a Super Saiyan 3, he cannot transform. Great success. Always puts a smile on my face to see these two reunite. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. 5-year-old me wanting to be like Vegeta. Me now. I'm in this photo and I don't like it. 2015. Make Gohan great again. 2023. Unearned power-up transformation. Trains Gohan once, considered his father. Considered a bad father, even though he trains with Gohan twice, sits and waits for his ceremony to become Mystic Gohan, sacrifices his life with Cell for his son's mistake, in fact, sacrifices his life multiple times to protect the planet, stops Frieza from killing him on Namek, ignores the rules of the afterlife to punch Bojack in the face to save his son, lets Gohan put his job and family in front of competing in Zeno's tournament. Choose your advanced primate super form. Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan 4. Tons and tons wrong with GT, but the Super Saiyan 4 design was not one of them. If Goku was in the Avengers, he'd give Thanos the Infinity Stones to see how strong he would get. It's always, can he beat Goku though? But never, how is Goku? Flirt back, goddammit! How? The prince she wants me to be? The prince I want to be. Tournament of Power, 48 minutes, 34 episodes. Fusion, 30 minutes, 6 episodes. Namek Explodes, 5 minutes, 8 episodes. Androids Appear, 3 years, 1 episode. The entire Buu saga takes place over the course of 2 days. Bulma and Chi-Chi switch places for 2 weeks. Who breaks first? Bulma. She'd hate living in the country without working on projects or having the highest technology at her disposal. Every single time. How the Tournament of Power would have ended if it was based. Save me, Kefla! Okay. Thank you, Mommy. You're welcome, baby boy. Bro thinks he's Beerus. From now on, I am a god of destruction. Hey Vegeta, do you have a sewing machine? Because it looks like you have a hole in your trunks. Yeah. Boy, I say boy, your final flash ain't nothing more than a flash in the pan, boy. You missed it. Flew right over me. You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a blast like that, boy. No wonder you're called a Saiyan. All talk and nothing else. Now pay attention when I'm talking to you. Mom, can we have a Beerus? No, we have a Beerus at home. Beerus at home? Wi-Fi drops down by 1 bar. Video quality. I saw this and barfed a little in my mouth. Your anime is cool and all, but the main character still can't beat Goku. How it felt when you got in trouble at school and your dad showed up and took your side. Android 18 only got with Krillin because she had nowhere else to go. I am super jealous of Krillin and forgot about Android 17. When you gotta accept an award at 8, but kill Goku at 9. Smartest Dragon Ball fan. I mean, he can't be mid if he pulled 18 and Marin. Bro, wait, what the flap? He didn't pull Marin? Ain't that his flapping daughter?
What?
I mean, to be fair, in his defense, you did say Marin with 2 R's instead of Marin with 1 R. Her? My friend wants to hang tonight. Got any cute friends for her? Me looks at my boy. Heck yeah, I do. My boy. I boosted my chi just up to the point where I might snap, while still maintaining control. That's how I'd best describe it. Gohan out here weaponizing mental illness. No, all the new transformations are just recolors. They should just use something original, like this 27-year-old design. All of these forms look so damn clean. I can't for the life of me understand how Vegeta had a difficult time beating a mofo that stands like this. The fact that Bulma is a billionaire and her friends are still struggling shows how she's the real antagonist. You're just taking these attacks so the people that are around you die. Your dad didn't dodge and he got himself killed. My dad didn't dodge and he's been dead for over 15 years. Am I going to have to sacrifice myself so you can learn? Think, Gohan, think. So you're just gonna let me transform? Yes. So you're just going to let me power up? Yeah. Me closing 50 plus tabs after a furious and exhausting self-Bible study session. Cell? If you let me achieve my perfect form, I'll kick your behind. Vegeta. You will? This is the pure evil villain all other pure evil villains worship before going to sleep at night. Dad? Why are you still going to your girlfriend's house? You two already broke up. Son? Oh, I'm dating her mother now.
What?
Dad? My son. A god! Somewhere in an alternate timeline. Android 17 and 18. Dude looked like Android 3000. Breaking news. Even a priest has to admit Goku could beat Jesus.
What?
Local priest Father Jonathan Sampson admitted that anime character Goku could beat up Jesus, the Son of God, if the two were to ever fight. Everyone jump! I'm not moving my cake off this chair. Flap yeah. Super Saiyan Awakening Nappa. The kids these days don't want to become Super Saiyan anymore. Values are being lost. Bang. I'm getting sick of you, you heartless scumbag. I see. Enough. Bah! Domain expansion. Domain expansion. Jellyfish Orchestra. His key is very low, but I feel like I should stay away from those things. Yo, SpongeBob, long time no see. I don't want to fight you, Cell. I wouldn't want to fight me neither. Sometimes I keep forgetting that Gohan probably has one of, if not the most flapped up childhoods ever compared to other kids in anime. Let's see. Kidnapped by Uncle, watches Uncle and Father both die before his eyes, kidnapped by Green Slug Man, trained by Green Slug Man, i.e. getting shot with laser beams, punched, kicked, and chased by demon dinosaurs, fights monkey aliens from outer space, gets flapping rocked, loses Green Slug Man, very sad, commits near murder by almost destroying main monkey alien, then goes to an alien planet to revive his father's dead friends because of monkey alien, i.e. witnesses murders by the dozens, including child murder. This is also extended to witnesses near genocide of a peaceful race. Fights space evil Germans, gets a broken neck, fights space tiny mustache man, watches father's friend and one of his only friends die, watches father geek out and beat up space tiny mustache man, watches planet father was on blow up, assumes father is dead. That's also not even Cell Saga yet, so yeah, I'd say he had a pretty flapped up yet exciting childhood. You know, it says a lot when Super Buu, a primordial being designed only to destroy, is entirely capable of reading, and fans of the series are not. If I could read, I would be very offended. Hear me out, guys. This piece of candy can solo Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, and 95% of shonen anime. Just think about that. We are all ready for the tournament. I even brought some sensu beans. Are you sure that's enough for the whole enemy team? I think he's still mad about the Cell games. Are you winning, son? Oh, you forgot your card? Well, anyways, like I was saying, so Goku is a Saiyan, but he was raised on Earth. When that day comes, everybody will love me. Because I will be the next Super Saiyan! Realistically, what kind of job could Android 18 get with her experience and talents? Bodyguard. Did you guys see this new arc? So, nobody is going to talk about that time where Yajirobe was able to puncture a hole in a Dragon Ball? Is this canon? You still call our dad Daddy? Hey, Trunks. Look, Patrick, we've got superpowers now. What's your superpower? Hey, you going to sleep? Yes, now shut up. If Gohan had Bible study with Videl, Would he shoot out a Masenko, Kamehameha, or Special Beam Cannon?